Finished top of the group there. Meanwhile, Chelsea guaranteed top spot with a win in the early game today in their group, beating Salzburg. They're 3 points clear of AC Milan, of course, with a better head-to-head record. Craig Burley, you're watching this game. What do you have to report on it?
Well, the momentum continues for Graham Potter. It was very comfortable in the first half. Great goal from Kovacic. They outplayed Salzburg, as you would expect. Passed it well. Had a decent shape, played with the back three, tried to get two, Havertz and Aubameyang playing closer together with a midfielder supporting, had Pulisic on one side and who was on the other side, I can't quite remember. Sterling on the other side is what you would call wing-backs. But played well. Aubameyang the game should have been pretty much dead at half-time. Aubameyang missed a really easy one-on-one. The Salzburg goalkeeper made a couple of good saves. And then the second half changed. They got a little sloppy. Salzburg got on the front foot. Thiago Silva, of all people, got himself in a couple of bad positions. They got Chelsea on the rack a little bit until Kai Havertz scored what can only be described as a brilliant goal. Some good work from Pulisic, to be fair, and then a top-notch goal. The keeper had absolutely no chance and get the job done, but it was a lot more difficult in the second half than it should have been, had Aubameyang in particular taking his chances in the first half. Yeah, obviously, that'd be the concern for me from a Chelsea perspective, is Aubameyang's form in front of goal, Frank.
Yeah, true. Because he could have scored 2 goals too easily today, but, well, you know, credits to the goalkeeper. We played magnificently today and did what he had to do. But it's true that you expect from a goalkeeper to score when he have at least one goal, to score when he has 2 chances. But but we know Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. We know that he can be, let's say, clumsy in a way, but score magnificent goals as well. So, you know, there is 2 ways to see that game. If you're optimistic, you say, well, Chelsea won away from home at Salzburg, where Salzburg didn't lose for 14 games, and that's kind of a performance. But it's true that you can find, like, Aubameyang missing goals, that the way that is, in fact, Chelsea plays still very slow, very horizontal, trying to get the possession, but not very much performing in the way that we want to see the club performing, being faster, taking risks. And it's true, and I agree with Craig, that they dealt pretty well the first half, and suddenly the second half, they missed consistency, they got a little bit sloppy. But again, they won that game. So everything works also for Potter so far, but we all know that they have to improve their game overall if they want to achieve something this season.
Meanwhile, elsewhere in this group, of course... Oh, here we go. We talked about Graham Potter's very good. Look, he's unbeaten, done well. I didn't feel there was much else to say. That's why I was moving on. Do you want to say anything else? Just don't force it. It's all right.
Well, it's 2.33 points per game.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Do you know what? There's 4 things here. That's the last one.
Where's the expected goals? Where's the expected goals? There was there was a stat out earlier about and I can't remember what it was.
Right, good.
But it's the best start of any manager, I believe, or blah 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 at Chelsea since way back in the early 1900s or whatever it is.
Oh, good.
So you can debate about the way they've played and the way they've won.
Right.
And how they've not finished games off, blah, blah, blah. But it can't have gone much better, really, for a new manager who's not a perceived big name going into what is his biggest job. Anyway, move on. Nothing more to say in this.
A good night then for Chelsea. A very good night for Milan, Gab. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.